All right. Happy Friday, everybody. Today, we're going to look at the latest on the weather and navigation integration. So if you're not familiar, if you haven't been watching along so far, this week's project, as voted on by viewers like yourself, is to take weather information and integrate it with navigation to give drivers more context while they're on the road between point A and B. Yesterday we walked through an outline of the kind of requirements this project would have, what it needs to do in order to be successful, some ideas for how we might come to start solving that. And today we have mock-ups of a number of different solutions. So we're going to walk through those here in just a second. And in the coming day and rest of this evening, I'll be stitching these together from just being a set of mock-ups, like a slideshow, and turning it into more of an interactive prototype to give a better feel for what it would be like in a car. So let's see here. If we push a button, you should be seeing here the navigation experience. Not too much is different about this. There is one new icon for the eagle-eyed. We'll see it in a second here. But let's say we wanted to navigate somewhere, and we told the vehicle to take us to, South Lake Tahoe, let's say. So, hit the button, take me to South Lake Tahoe, and it does some thinking, and it brings this up. And the eagle-eyed among you may notice that we have now added weather warning, snowy conditions here, as a point along the way between where we are and where we're trying to get. So there might be bad weather anywhere, but this is giving us context as it relates to the drive that we've got. And so if I want to know more about this, I could tap on this here, or I could tap on it over here. Let's say I tap on this icon over here. I go, boop. Weather warning, snowy conditions. Bad weather has been forecast for this location around the time you're scheduled to pass through, 6:48 p.m. Please use caution as roads may become dangerous. So the vehicle has context as to where it will be at a certain point in a road trip. And it has, let's say, access to forecast information for different locations. So something like this, it would know that the car would be somewhere where there would be these conditions, and it could put two and two together and point it out for you on a map. And here we got two options. We could say, I want to read more about this forecast, find out if it's actually going to be a big deal or not, or hit a button. Maybe it'll find you a new route. So maybe it will just say, whatever route you're on the way to, let's say, South Lake Tahoe, just sort of like waypoints, but in reverse, to say, don't take me past this point, avoid this point, and find me a new path there. And I've seen people asking for something similar, just for the regular daily drives. There are certain roads that people like to take and certain roads that people try to avoid for a number of reasons. So I think there's a future where find new route, rather don't take this path, enters, maybe as an extension on top of waypoints. We're sort of extending that waypoint functionality. Leave a comment if that's something that you'd like to see or would like me to work on soon. So yeah, we have these two options here. In this case, we're going to just dismiss it. We're like, oh, you know what? I'm not too worried about this. And so we tap away, takes us back to where we were before. Now we're going to put our eyes up here to this top right corner. We have this new weather icon. If I were just to tap on that real quick. Oh, hit the right button here. Tap on that. There we are. Can bring up weather overlays. In this case, a temperature heat map over the top of everything else. And let's say I want to see precipitation in particular, so I can tap on that precipitation right here. Tap on that. Now it brings up a precipitation map as well. And I can see, oh yeah, it looks like there is in fact a hot spot right there around the point where it's warning me about this inclement weather. And I can see by the key over here that it's around, 1 to 2 inches of snow in that area, and I can decide if that's something I want to deal with, or if that's something I'd rather get snow chains on, or whatever it might be. That is information that in the current version, as you know, doesn't exist. you'd be driving along from point A to point B. It knows all about the altitudes you're changing, knows all about your batteries and so on and so forth. But this is very relevant information as pertains to the drive that you're going on. So bringing that here in line, I think is a pretty sizable improvement. So yeah, with that, I'm going to sit down and do a little bit more polishing here and then stitch these together into those prototypes, like I was saying, and try to make a cohesive narrative out of it, making sure it tells a story in a way that's clean and concise. And yeah, if you have any thoughts on these mock-ups before I get to that point, feel free to chime in the comments. You know, it's like speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm just going to get built. So, so yeah, that's kind of where we are with this. Very excited to see where it goes next. I will see you in the next several days with a video of the prototype in action. So until then, I'm going to put my head down and see you soon.